Okay, the next video for my overnight show is following the Lori Vallow Daybell missing kids case. Apparently, in court yesterday, they motioned to postpone until May because they're innocent, of course. All innocent people want the case to be prolonged so that they can remain in jail. And then they decided to motion to have the judge recuse himself. He can't be unbiased. Oh man, just crazy stuff. But you know, that's what innocent people do. You see, in my case, when I was arrested by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints back in 2008, I wanted to go to trial. Because that's what innocent people do. And they wouldn't let me because they had intentions of disappearing me. So now I'm suing them. And I've got the evidence, as I show in the beginning of my videos. But what was interesting was that these KTVBs, this station, I think they're the Arizona station. I don't think they're the Rexburg station. I can't remember. I follow who gives interesting stories. And so the KTVB one caught my eye here. And they got a Mormon PhD expert who actually got a PhD in Mormon studies. Oh my hell. Where did she go to get that? Because my early morning seminary, my associates at Rick's, my institute at the university, and then my actual self-research, deciphering Paleo-Hebrew, deciphering Egyptian petroglyphs, publishing philosophy of Mormonism, publishing a scripture study manual, publishing other Mormon publications. I'm far more intelligent than that PhD. She got it wrong. My hell. Like I said, they're Mormon. They're psycho. Case closed. She's trying to claim a categorization of Mormonism. You can't categorize. That's wrong. Once you categorize, you're on the wrong path, and you're gonna be wrong in all your conclusions. Don't categorize. There are 3 types of people. And so as a result of her nonsense that she was speaking, I lost interest and ended up having to focus on her gigantic earrings, the circle things that she was wearing, and distracted by those instead. And I didn't want to be distracted by those. Those were hideous. Come on, women. I'm an expert on women's fashion, which includes accessories. So if you want advice, don't go to your best friends. Come to me. I'll help you. I played with Barbie fashion plates when I was a kid. I know everything about fashion now. And of course I'm kidding in case somebody wants to get upset with me. But oh my hell, I have to, she was trying to claim she doesn't understand why we don't go to church. She categorized us into two categories, and no, I didn't fit either one of those. She just doesn't understand. She's supposed to be an expert. She got a PhD, and I know more than she does. Why? Because I'm on the front lines. All of us who are on the front lines know better than those who claim to be experts, having studied us by observation. The best research is hands-on. That's why apprenticeships are a better quality resume than a person with degrees. Anyway. And so, let me explain it to you now. In Mormonism, there's so much scriptures, with the addition of the Book of Mormon and the Doctrine and Covenants and the Pearl of Great Price, which contains selections from the Book of Moses, the Book of Abraham, and the Articles of Faith. There used to be, until the late 1800s, the lectures on faith. So let me process this other video that I just finished saving. And when you have tons and tons of scriptures, and you have, wait a minute, let me try to remember the title. Or no, I saved it, so I can just type in when. This was hilarious. When Mormons keep secrets, you know they are hiding something. I should be a night owl more often, huh? Stick to your day job, Travis. Okay, I don't think I need this anymore, but we need to go to the home page to sign in. Otherwise, it'll start the video up again. Alright. Don't need that. There's steps. They know what I want. And that's the only thing that I want. And they put it right there. Then they put a whole bunch of other crap that I don't want. Their analytical programs are useless for me. They also categorize. That's their trick. Okay. Is anybody going through my videos and writing down these pearls of wisdom? Because I'm not. I don't even have a Wikipedia page. And I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian petroglyphs and made the discovery that the Bible came from petroglyphs. The biggest kept secret in Mormonism. And the church tried to have me disappeared for it. Oh, wait, no. We were going to put "You Got Another Thing Coming" as the song. So hold on. I'll get to my great, majestic, philosophical mind to share with you at the end. Now, there's one. But I already saw that one. And, yeah. That's cute. Speaking of fashion. Let's see, no, I'm not uploading. I'm doing You got another thing coming. Judah priest. You do understand that's what he's referring to. Judah, House of Judah, betrays, and Utah is phonetically the same as Judah. Okay, I can't play any clips because YouTube's gonna throw a fit, so plug your ears. My video now just got banned. Alrighty. Playlist. What was that one about? Oh, that was a comment reply. Haven't done a comment reply in a while. Appears. Comment reply. There we go. See, now I want to listen to that song. I don't want to do videos. I want to listen to my tunes, man. Alrighty. So because of the vast scriptures, which the church has limited, they took out the Apocrypha, they took out the lectures on faith, because it used to be the Doctrine and Covenants. The doctrine was the lectures on faith. They took it out. It's no longer the Doctrine and Covenants, it's just the Covenants. Mormons don't understand that. And Benson came out and said, we use the King James Version of the Bible, which is the worst translation in the universe, because it's the one Joseph used. But the one Joseph used had the Apocrypha, which they took out. Kimball was the one who took it out. And it's like, why? We're all about more and more and more scripture. And yet the church is cutting back and banning, and they don't want to have a correct translation of the Bible. Article of Faith number 8. And yet, Joseph used the King James Version, so we're not going to bother with Article of Faith number 8. What the hell? And so guys like me go into ancient research of the ancient languages. God. And then we get punished for it. But it's this confusion with mass amounts of scripture, and growing up, Mormons all over the place, wherever I was going, whether it was primary, home, both my parents served missions, and so both of them were opinionated. And then church leaders and seminary and Sunday school and conferences and the scriptures themselves were all speaking different things, talking about the same thing. You know, the first vision realized in my life among my own religion, which claimed to be the true church. They all claimed to be the true church with the same doctrine, and yet they were all contradicting each other. When I went to Rick's, I took a couple of religion courses. One was the second half of the New Testament, and at the same time I was taking the second half of the New Testament, I also took one that focused on Revelation, the book of Revelation. And both Mormon teachers had a different view of how to interpret it. The one said, we're not using Bruce R. McConkie's works. He's wrong. And the other one was like, here's the course requirements, Bruce R. McConkie's collection. Oh my hell. And then of course I had a scripture study class also at Rick's, and it was completely different than the other two. It was actually a good class because he actually got us studying the scriptures. I wonder though if he has gone as deep as I've gone since taking that one class. I wonder if I've outsmarted him now that the apprentice has become the master. I'm sure he's probably dead now after all these decades. That's the problem in Mormonism. That's why people do their own thing in Mormonism. And when they get to a point where they've had enough of the established church, which that PhD thought that they were the normal good church, the established church of Brigham. Oh my hell. She did not study her church history. And so within Mormonism, Mormons just believe whatever they want to believe, because nobody challenges them if they don't speak out about it. So that's why Sunday school classes, for the most part, are crickets, as they just listen to the teacher tell them everything, and they just believe whatever they want to believe. And of course, you have those in every single class that, oh, Mr. Cotta! But otherwise, the majority of Mormons just stay silent because they don't know, or they know what they think they know, which they don't know. And they don't want to be outed for what they think they know. And it's very frustrating when you're trying to teach a class. But that's why. And so when you have people that get to the breaking point, like when the government came in and says no more polygamy, and Wilford Woodruff still practices polygamy in the temples, just not openly in public, and then the Reed Smoot hearings had to occur, and no more polygamy. Yeah, whatever. We'll do a second official declaration then. But they don't take out Section 132. But because Wilford Woodruff caved to the government, you have a group that says he's a fallen prophet. He didn't stand up to the government to allow us to continue polygamy. And that's why separate churches form. Is incidences like that where they say, no, that can't be the true church if they cross this line. And so, little Miss PhD with the huge circles hanging from her ears. I mean, she was cute, but I was distracted because I lost interest in what she was talking about. That's why fashion is important, girls. Alrighty. Yeah, okay, I'm waiting for this video now. Alright, we're all caught up. So maybe I can listen to You Got Another Thing Coming while I load this one. But that's why Mormonism is collapsing. Is because Mormons are doing their own thing. The church leaders are doing nothing to create a unified belief for Mormons to follow. So that when Mormons have a stray thought, Mormon peers can say, oh no, wait, this extra book that we've created to harmonize everything, which should have been, that was the intention of the footnotes system to do that, but they blew it on the first wave, and they didn't do everything I wanted to on the second wave. So it's they blew it. And, you know, they have the Gospel Principles Manual, and it's just full of false doctrines because they just can't harmonize the doctrines. You know, was it Adam who fell, or was it Eve who fell? If it was Eve who fell, why did Adam get punished? And if it was both equally responsible, why not say both are to blame? Stuff like that. We need answers to. They're not providing them. They're supposed to be the prophets. They're supposed to have the answers. They aren't giving the answers. So Mormons create the answers. Whether it's a legitimate one, as I do with this discovery that the Bible comes from the Egyptian documents. I found the text in Egyptian. And so, yes, it's Adam who fell. And he didn't really fall, but he was murdered. And, actually his sons got in a fight, and one murdered the other. And so that's why Brigham Young thinks that Adam is Heavenly Father, because he just doesn't understand. Shu is Heavenly Father. If you don't know my research, you don't understand. Alright. But I hope that this rambling helped you understand the basic concept of why Mormons do their own thing and form separate church groups. It's because of the confusion the church is causing. The established church. Once you normalize something, you cause problems. The church is not legitimate. It should never be legitimized. Not from a PhD, not from Mormons. We're supposed to verify, using the Book of Mormon as the standard for judgment. 3 people have watched. What are you people doing up?